Daring is my other name. There is nothing which shakes me.
And contextual jurisprudence utilizing the tools of strict constitutional interpretation. Are we still together?
You've lost me. I'm not sure even you are with the question.
Yes, I am.
Please repeat it.
I am with the question because I'm the person asking the question. It took me time to come up with the question.
Okay.
So I know the question.
You represented His Excellency the President in the petitions that we have had.
Correct.
So, obviously, there is a public out there who feel that if Fred Ngatia is appointed as Chief Justice, he's very close to the House on the Hill, and that will affect his independence. What do you say about that?
The first part of the analysis was correct. With respect to the second one, you had a conjunctive about being close. Kenyans, I would wish to inform Kenyans and the JSC that I was appointed in 2013 to lead a team, for which I'm forever grateful. 2017, I was instructed to do the same. As soon as the brief was over, I went back to my private practice, and that relationship of me acting for the president never continued. That is why, my lord, you didn't see me in any lineup for conferment of chairmanship or directorship of state corporations.
So are you telling the commission that those people who get appointed because they are close to the president? I thought it's because of the work they do for the public.
No, I think, Prof, sometimes interpretations can go to any level.
I don't know anybody in the executive. The closest I came to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, is when he came here on launch of the State of the Judiciary report, and we were invited at the stairs there to take a picture. So that is the closest I've come.
Having as an advisor or running a consultancy with Parliament on the issue of Building Bridges Initiative Amendment Bill. So that is a question that I'm wondering, why is it not in your CV?
By the time I submitted my CV, I was not engaged.
Okay.
So I have been engaged. Actually, I don't even have a contract.
Judge, you earn a salary.
Yes.
That is income.
Yes.
In the 3 declarations that you filed,
Yes.
you've indicated your income as N/A. What does that mean?
Not applicable.
Why is that?
My answer to that is that in my own imagination, my cleverness or lack of it, is that when you're asking for income, you're asking for extra, not my pay. Because I imagine that you know my pay, everybody knows my pay, it's public knowledge. So it's extra income. Do I do business? Do I farm and sell produce? etc, etc. That is why I answered it that way. If I thought differently, or if I had your idea of what income means, the answer would be very clear.
And I noticed that you use double doctors, so you call yourself Professor Dr. Moni Wekesa. Is that more of a German tradition, or is it your preference?
Honorable Chair, we have different academic cultures. Those people trained in the US, like the Honorable Chair, just write their names, Olive Mugenda, PhD. In the UK, just write Doctor, so-and-so, and it's done. In Central Europe, the culture is totally different. You write Professor, Doctor. If you have 2 doctorates, Professor, Doctor. If you have 3, the same thing.
Okay, so it is a culture.
So it is a culture I picked up from one of my alma mater.
Okay.
And Honorable Chair, it is doing wonders here also because very many people have been encouraged. One came to see me in 2019. He said I had encouraged him. He had a PhD in entrepreneurship and a PhD in law.
Wow, okay.
These are two distinct cases. The first case deals with the defilement of a 14-year-old girl with a man that have been together for 3 years. The second one is a deliberate. You get a 16-year-old girl, marry her off and say the Islamic religion allows somebody to be married at that age. So, distinctively, if I am to say it's true, because she was 16, she agreed to be married there, because the problem in the second case was these people had been charged in a criminal case, and now they came to me saying the charges should be quashed because this lady was 16 years and she agreed to be married. The parents gave her to get to be married. Can I say that truly at 16-year-old you are not being defiled, you are being married, and the law should encourage that? I can't say that. Yes. And that's why I came up and said you go and face the criminal cases, and it is not possible. The law does not allow that. Turning now to the other one, here we are with the people who are friends, and now it's not a marriage, this is a friendship which has been subsisting for over 3 years. The facts are clear there, and in my mind I was saying, surely I can smell defilement from very far. The moment I read the charge sheet and the evidence of the complainant, I will know this is defilement. But there are those gray areas where you can see, surely, if the law should serve the society in this situation, do we have a defilement? Thank you.
This lady must follow me. Nobody is taking care of her. She has a hope to take care of. She has her own issues. She has her own interests. Why won't you compensate her as my employer? I am entitled to an aid. The only differential is that this aid is so specialized that she must be my spouse. Did I answer or?
And the way I understand the role of a Court of Appeal judge, and we have a lot of writings on that. Sorry. My understanding of the role of a Court of Appeal judge, sorry, pardon me.
Because we do not have a Chief Justice?
I said, as long as it is not a Chief Justice, the situation may not change. And I am not saying that the acting Chief Justice is not doing her best. I am simply saying it is not the same as having a Chief Justice, because the Chief Justice ultimately is responsible. Anyone in an acting position does not really, is also acting for a temporary time. So you don't start anything that you can't finish.
Is it Senior Counsel's considered opinion that then for this last 4, now almost 5 months, there's been a vacuum in the judiciary?
It is not an opinion, it is a fact. There is no substantive Chief Justice in office.
No, the question is vacuum. Has there been a vacuum?
I have not done a survey to ascertain what it is that would be described as a vacuum. I will only say I go by what is current and available to me, and I go by what I have read very carefully in the memorandum of the KMJA. So they are not concerned, they're not dealing with your performance as an acting Chief Justice. They are talking about the past administration, and they are talking about what they hope for in a future administration of the office of the Chief Justice. So I wouldn't want to pass any judgment on your performance as acting Chief Justice.
And Regulation 25 of the Judicial Service Act 2011. That's what you said.
Again, I say, Commissioner, you are involved in that decision,
no,
which I criticized. You are involved in it, Commissioner. And again, I say, this is a decision which should have gone to the Supreme Court. I do not agree.
You do not agree with your own statement?
I do not. I mean, that was a judicial decision which I believe will stand the test of time in academia. And that is where it belongs, because it was impugned.
Okay.
And I don't have to answer for it, but posterity will, and academia will. And if it ever sees the light of the day, if it had seen the light of the day at the Supreme Court, and maybe we'll be talking a different story. So, Commissioner, in a matter where you are involved, I think you should not take so much time on it, because you also have personal views about it.
Okay. I have no personal views. All that time, from the 7th of September 2014, I have been paying my driver. In fact, Mwangi ultimately left in fury, because I will not go to tell Mwangi that I am doing this matter for you. I'm negotiating with A, B, C, D, and E for you. That is not good, the best of practices. I was quiet. So we were there, and in year 4, he got tired and left. I got other people. Intermittently, police drivers would come in. So one lasted a day, another lasted a week. The best one lasted about 3 months, and they get very impatient and they take off. Reasons I will not be able to tell, but that is my matter with a driver.
There's no purpose for a judge or a magistrate to take a bribe. If you look at what the commission has done to us, the salary of a judge, the salary of a magistrate, if you leave out the salaries, the perquisites, the benefits, you have a car grant, you have a medical scheme, you have a group accident policy, and you can go on and on and on. Why would somebody tempt you with money? So it's time also for us to think whether we joined the judiciary to enrich ourselves, or whether we joined it to provide service.
If we have a lady CJ, like for me, I think I'll just pick a phone call and call Mama Margaret. Kindly call me for a cup of tea and get me to know the moods of Mzee. Can he get to hear us? And then I come and talk to my members of the commission, we move and go and meet Mzee for purposes of having this.
I believe I am very, very able. I have a proven record. Go to Chuka, you look around, you see what I have done. Even, my coffee shop, I will tell you, this person is able. Etc.